I found some of the craziest themed hotels out there, ranging from an entirely pink Hello Kitty hotel, all the way to a hotel that has an actual flight simulator in its room with a real life cockpit. There's all of these and so much more, so I'm excited for you guys to see this. So without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's do this. We're currently at a hotel called Mamaru Tokyo, and you'll never guess what the theme of this hotel is. Why? Because the hotel itself isn't actually themed. It's rather this room right here, room 403. If you look at the outside, I mean, it kind of looks like a motel. Like you wouldn't expect anything of it. But little do you know that inside 403 is a very special theme, and it's one of the most popular IPs in the entire world. I'll give you 3 seconds to take a guess. All right, here we go. Inside this room, we have a Pokemon themed room. So let's see what we got here. Wow, we have a giant Snorlax body pillow on the bed. That thing must be like 3 feet high. Pokeball blanket here on the bed. All on the ceiling, you could probably find every single Pokemon. There is so many stickers of Pokemon on the wall and on the ceiling, ranging from Ho-Oh to Charizard, all the way to Dragonite sitting on the wall behind the bed. Furthermore, on this table, you'll see it is very Pokemon themed with Rayquaza behind it, Abra, and then even in the kitchen, you'll see Munchlax and some other Pokemon. But the detail doesn't end there because there's a giant Wailord as well, which is kind of funny how it takes up like most of the wall. And then even the clock is a Pokeball. And every detail about this room is pretty permanent. So for instance, the rug like ingrained into it is the actual footsteps of certain Pokemon. And then this Mr. Mime is like embedded within the mirror here. And then even on the door, you'll see a cute little Pikachu upon entry. I don't know what else there is though, so let's take a look around. But beforehand, I did see that they like left us something here. This might be a little intro gift, a little welcome gift for us. What do we got? Oh, look at that. What is this? It says something that I can't read, but there's a lot of Pokeballs on it, so I think it's a Pokemon themed present. So if you stay in this room, looks like you got a gift, which is very nice. Oh, wow. This is actually really nice. Wow. So it's like a giant tote bag with Snorlax on it. And then on the other side is Snorlax's paw prints. In addition to that, it looks like we have a coin purse here as well with a little Mew on it. And then another small bag here as well that has similar themes. So here it says, for those staying in the Pokemon rooms, original recipes. So I guess they give you 10-minute prep time recipes that you could just get by scanning one of these QR codes. So for instance, if you want cute Pikachu Castellas that you can make in a takoyaki maker, you just have a click and it brings you right to the recipe page. So it says 30 minutes and you can make these guys. Here's what you need and here's how you do it. Seems super high effort, but if you are interested in that, you could do it. Let's see if there's anything else that's Pokemon themed. I want to just like dig around here and see if we can find anything else. Let's check the bathroom. So inside the bathroom, doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, look, there is actually. I lied. So inside of here, oh, okay, so the shower is actually next to the bathtub, which is an interesting configuration, but it's all water Pokemon attached. Squirtle, Gyarados, Lapras, Magikarp, and then you have like a water ball, a normal Pokeball, an Ultra Ball. A lot of water themed things inside of the bathroom. I wonder if there's more too. Oh, so even the mugs, oh yeah, all the dishware is actually shaped like Pokeballs too. So you have these small dishes, you have these mugs right here, and then you have larger dishes as well that are shaped like Pokeballs. So every corner you turn and there's something Pokemon themed, so they went all out with this. Let me play around with Snorlax. Oh wow, he is heavy. Jeez, this is a big guy. This thing, like no joke, probably weighs 20 pounds. This thing is actually really heavy. It really lives up to his name. Snorlax, Mr. Fat Pokemon, is actually heavy in terms of this stuffed animal on the bed. He does look a little bit dirty, so I'm not sure what people were doing with this Snorlax. Don't use your imagination, but he is very cute, cool to have on the bed. There's also weirdly an iPhone here, okay, and doesn't look like there's anything to do on it. Just more so to like contact the front desk and do things like that. The next thing I want to check is whether they're playing like a bunch of different Pokemon TV shows and movies on this TV. So let's give it a check. Okay, I don't think this is Pokemon, but let's dig a little deeper. All right, this TV doesn't look super sophisticated, so I don't think there's a way for you to watch Pokemon. Maybe there's a way you can like HDMI connect something and put your own Pokemon on, but it feels a little bit of a flub to not have like the entire catalog of Pokemon on this TV. So I guess there won't be any movie marathons in this room, but you could literally do anything else. I think visually, this is one of the best rooms. So I absolutely love this Pokemon themed room. I think it's honestly awesome. Like I could see myself spending days in here for various reasons. But with that being said, let's move on to the next themed hotel. Okay, I'll stop now. We are currently outside of the Tobu Hotel because this next themed one is hidden within this hotel because there's a specific themed room that I ended up booking and you'll never guess what it is. So let's go inside right now and check it out. Okay, 502. So this is our room. I'm really excited to show it to you. It is a themed room like you wouldn't expect because it's just a normal hotel otherwise. So let's go inside. All right, let me turn on the lights first. Oh my gosh, look at this place. So we are in the Hello Kitty room at the Tobu Hotel, complete with all Hello Kitty decor everywhere you look. look. 4 beds, ribbons as pillows, the entire wallpaper, obviously Hello Kitty. Giant Hello Kitty right here. Even upon entrance, you have this really cute plush Hello Kitty in a kimono. So let's look at some of the details in this place, because when I saw this online, I knew that I had to stay here. So when you first walk in, you are met with these Tobu Hotel by Hello Kitty slippers that you can put on, which I'm going to do for our hotel tour. Slide these right on, although I don't think they're meant for like a grown man's feet, but we squeeze in there. And let's go into the main room first. So right here, I think again, because this is made for kids, you have these like really low to the ground chairs. I know it's Japanese style, but it's also quite small because, spoiler alert, it is for kids. But when you do pull out the chair, I guess you have these like pink flowers to sit on as cushions. Right next to it, you have this beautiful mural of just Hello Kitty and some like sakura cherry blossoms, very Japanese. And then as I mentioned earlier, we have our beautiful plush doll right here with Hello Kitty. Kitty White is her actual name in her kimono. In front of the TV, you'll see like a Hello Kitty themed kind of like notepad to jot things down. And then up against this wall, just more Hello Kitty like mural art, shows the Sanrio company. I thought at first it was a Sanrio theme, so more than Hello Kitty, but it seems to be exclusively Hello Kitty themed. I don't know if this moves. Oh, it does. But this is the window, like to the outside. And this also is just pink blossom themed. Imagine there's like a giant Hello Kitty out the window. Okay, there's not. Let's keep it themed though. I mean, looking at the light fixtures, there's like a beautiful kind of like paper machete that's kind of like around the actual light fixture. And then everything is pink all the way up. And then of course into the ceiling, you have all that wallpaper of just pink flowers. Let's move into the bedroom though, my favorite part, because you have the 4 beds, you have these bed skirts that are pink bow as mentioned, and then you have these pajamas to put on that are not Hello Kitty themed, but they do give us 4 pairs, and it's the Tobu Hotel themed pajamas. Maybe I'll walk around in these because it feels like I'm doing a disservice to this room just being in all black when everything else is pink. So let's do a quick outfit change. All right, there we go. I feel like a chef though, more than in my pajamas, but nonetheless, let's continue on. These little side drawers have really cute pink bows there, and above them are the outlets, and then this is to flick the light on and off. Nothing seems to be inside these drawers, but just some cute details. The detail of the bed as well. I mean, look at this. There's so much thought put into this. Shout out to Sanrio, shout out to Hello Kitty, collabing with a hotel and like really decking out the room is just amazing. There's these like physical ropes, which I don't know how that ties into Hello Kitty, so I'm not really like well versed on the lore of Hello Kitty, but I'm sure it plays in somehow. The only black you'll find in this room is the bed frames right here, and me, I guess. Well, not like that. And then we even have this little screen over here off to the side of this bed that seems to control a lot of different things. So let's actually read this in English and see what we got. Okay, so you can control the lighting of the room. So I just click that. Oh, it turns the lights off. Okay, so it's just like a touchpad to basically do anything. We have don't disturb, display on or off, AC, etc. And even this is Hello Kitty themed, as you can see from the background. I think one of the coolest things is this Hello Kitty kettle right here. And look, it has like the varying levels of, I guess, fill. So it goes up to 0.4 apples. I don't know what that means, but this is just super cute. I mean, just down to all the details in this room are just all Hello Kitty branded. Let's go into the bathroom though, because there's a lot more. I mean, never mind that, like literally before the bathroom, you even have this beautiful painting of Hello Kitty who just looks like ethereal here. All right, so here's the bathroom. So back there, we have just more of the pink flowers, and then look at this pink toilet paper. Full on Hello Kitty to the bone. Look, that is so cute. Have you ever seen pink toilet paper like this? Here it is compared to the white. I wonder if they would like dye your butt if you wiped with it. Let's go to the shower. Wow. Even more Hello Kitty wallpaper here. I think it's all unique too. Like each individual wallpaper has like its own design to it. And then, oh look, we even have a cute stool here. This matches the cushions over on the chairs in that room. And then of course, what's a Hello Kitty room without pink cups as well? Let's move into the shower. And here, I guess like to pour water over your head, you have a pink bucket and then a pink stool here too. So obviously everything is pink themed for Kitty White. And let me show you something special that the hotel got for us. So because we booked the Hello Kitty room, we got ourselves a little Hello Kitty bag here. And this is what we got. So we got a Hello Kitty tote bag, 2 of them actually. I mean, even this Hello Kitty bag here, I consider it a gift. It's a beautiful branded gift there. Also got some Hello Kitty chopsticks. Sanrio themed Hello Kitty by Tobu Hotel chopsticks there. And then last but not least, Hello Kitty, a mini version of that giant plushie you saw when we came in the kimono and everything. I think it's supposed to be maybe like some sort of keychain or something. because it's supposed to be hanging off. Look how cute. Does it beat this? I mean, this is literally as good as it gets in terms of a themed hotel. I mean, just a themed room, really, which makes it even more interesting. Because this hotel isn't meant to have different characters and stuff plastered everywhere. Just for some reason, Sanrio decided to put a Hello Kitty room in a random hotel, not even in the middle of Tokyo. But I'm loving it. I'm glad I booked it. This place is amazing. Actually, when coming in, there was a little bit of a sign that there's some Hello Kitty stuff happening. Because in the lobby, there was like this little area that was like designated for Hello Kitty worship. Also, when you come into the room, if you look closely, it does show the theme of it on the door. So that's the room. This is probably my favorite room. I don't see anything beating this. 11:11 right now. Well, my wish is already made because I am in currently the best bed that I've ever laid in, this beautiful pink bed. I'm gonna get some shut-eye. I have 4 options, which is crazy. I didn't realize there's 4 beds in here, but it's for the whole family. So if you wanna book this room, it is available for anybody to book. It wasn't that hard actually to book, which is a shame because if I had like daughters, I would be bringing them here. This is honestly a really cool spot. I'm really excited to see what's coming next. So let's move on to the next segment and get even crazier. All right, so I'm heading to the next hotel, but I wanted to flag something outrageous. So I was looking at my spending on dining alone over just the last few weeks. I'm about 3 times over my normal food budget. This is why traveling can get rough for people. I mean, look at this, especially with the holidays for people. I mean, between road trips to see family, hosting holiday dinners, countless grocery and gas runs, the season can certainly put a strain on your wallet. That's why it's important to get a little something back in return, like I get from using Upside. The free Upside app helps you earn extra cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. There's over 100,000 gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants on the Upside app, so there's no shortage of cash back opportunities. And it's actual cash back, like real money you can transfer straight to your bank account. So none of those confusing points, rewards, or credits. So you just claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside, then pay as usual with your credit or debit card, follow the steps in the app, and get paid. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. And that includes loyalty programs and credit card rewards. And in fact, Upside has given $1 billion to its users. So to find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code Sambucha to get an extra 25 cents on every gallon for your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code Sambucha. So thank you again to our friend Upside for sponsoring this video. Now let's move on to the next themed hotel. We're about to walk down Godzilla Road because this next themed hotel we're staying at is Hotel Gracery, which is a Godzilla themed hotel. Right now we're in Tokyo in Shinjuku, and as you can see, there's a giant Godzilla head, life size, that's hanging outside of the hotel. It's an iconic spot in Shinjuku in this area in Tokyo. It's kind of like the Times Square of Tokyo. I don't know if it has an actual body, but the head itself is there, and I'm not sure where our room is or if the room itself is themed, but we're about to find all of this out, so let's go inside the Godzilla hotel. That thing is so big. So Godzilla must be like 200 feet, and if you don't know who Godzilla is, it's like the most iconic monster in Japan. I think he's like, at this point, probably in like 25 movies were made after Godzilla. Pretty big IP worldwide. Just imagine you had something that tall, shooting laser beams and like indestructible, just terrorizing your city. No, it would actually be crazy. Imagine our room, like we open the curtain and it's just his face right there, like facing us. I'm not sure which room we ultimately got. I think I just booked standard, but who knows? Maybe we'll get a good view. So right when you enter, the lobby's over there, but they already have this exhibit with a bunch of Godzilla monsters. So that's Godzilla, and I'm not sure who these other 3 are. There's like a pterodactyl, some circled, I don't even know. Is that like supposed to be a dinosaur? And then there, I actually have no idea what that is. That's actually arguably the scariest monster I've ever seen. And then right alongside those figurines, there's a wall of all the Godzilla movie arts. So there looks like a lot of Godzilla movies. I did not realize it was this popular, but here's them all up until the most recent one, which I guess was this Godzilla anime. Oh no, Godzilla -0, which was a really good movie. But yeah, Godzilla, I mean, huge IP. So let's go ahead and see what this head is like. There's already a ton of thematics, so I'm sure there's a lot more. All right, guys, we just checked in. Look at these room keys. It has Godzilla, a silhouette of it on the outside, just a 1-for-1 for the Godzilla head, and we are on the 10th floor. Let's see what a room looks like. All right, so 1028, end of the hallway. Let's see what our room looks like. Please be themed, please be themed. All right, so far, cool carpeting. No way, no way, look at this view. Literally, our view is Godzilla's face. His eye can basically see us from here. What? Okay, this actually may be the best room in this hotel. We like kind of asked, we're like, oh, can we get a good room? Can we get a good room? Because you saw we had the camera and stuff. There's no way we actually ended up getting, I think, the best room. I don't know what other room would have this exact view. Oh, that's so crazy. All right, before we look further into that, let's see what else we have. All right, so there's some art on the wall that shows Godzilla here fighting, which seems to be like a three-headed monster over there. Then there's like this really cute Godzilla tissue holder, and it's kind of like from his mouth, you know, like lasers and stuff, so that's very cute. Here you'll see Welcome to Japan Godzilla, and there's the moth that I alluded to earlier, as well as like Mech Godzilla and some other things. So that's a cute postcard. Then there's information on Godzilla as well here. So Hotel Gracery Shinjuku, Godzilla information. Oh, there's actually a room where there's a massive Godzilla foot. It's called the Godzilla room. There's only one room a day for that. Oh, I think she actually put us in the Godzilla view room, which is this room right here, because that's our exact view. This is actually pretty incredible, the fact that they have all these Godzilla themes, and there's more too. I mean, look at this. These decorative pillows on the bed are also the silhouettes of Godzilla, the same as you'll see on this key card holder. And then the blanket has like a Godzilla claw mark across it, finishing off, which I think seems to be everything. Oh, what is this? Godzilla view room, Hotel Gracery Shinjuku. Okay, wait, I think we have a little, is this like a welcome present? Okay, so first off are these coasters that have all the different versions of Godzilla. And then in here, I can't believe we're getting presents for staying in the Godzilla room. A Godzilla mug, look at that. So for staying in the Godzilla view room, in addition to having the crazy view of Godzilla, you also get presents. How nice is that? That's very Japanese, right? Like super hospitable, provided us with so much stuff already. We literally just got here. This is really nice and themed. And then even over here, the information book has Godzilla on it. And there's not much more in here for that. But every little touch of this place has some Godzilla baked in. Let me check out the bathroom, because that would be crazy if there was something in there. I don't know if I want my bathroom Godzilla theme though. Okay, luckily, I'd say not a lot of Godzilla themes in the bathroom. Imagine Godzilla left like a massive dump in our toilet. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whew. All good there. But let's get out of here and check out the rest of this spot, because I think there's even like a Godzilla themed floor. So over here in the lobby, they have a bunch of Godzilla figurines and memorabilia here. That's cute, a Godzilla saying welcome. This is what we saw in the room, the Godzilla tissue box, that one in particular, but they also have one that's shaped like this. I think I like ours the best. Godzilla fans, just a bunch of merchandise that I think you can buy. Nope, never mind. They're for display only, they're not for sale. Bummer. Here's stuff that is for sale though. We have this Godzilla -1 bag, and then, oh, okay. These are the versions that are for sale. So for instance, you're able to buy the Godzilla holding something, doing the shakes there, and they even have some t-shirts as well. And they even have Godzilla chopsticks, and it's like his claws. That's probably really good for gripping things like rice, anything with like really small grains. We were just in the room randomly, and then we heard a sound, and Godzilla's eyes lit up, and then all of a sudden he had fire breathing out of his mouth. So this Godzilla is not just an animatronic, he actually breathes some sort of fire and then the light eyes. I think it's maybe timed every couple hours. I don't know what it is, but we haven't seen it since. That's scary. Imagine sleeping and then you're woken up, you look out your window, you're kind of like in a daze and you see that. This hotel's pretty crazy.
He's flexing on us. Oh, what?
Oh my God, what is he doing now? What is he doing?
It's like a helicopter spotlight.
Oh my gosh, and it comes right into the room. We shut the lights off because there's like an entire spotlight coming into the room, because now Godzilla's mouth has turned into a light. I think that's maybe his laser capabilities. So he has fire and laser. So within 2 minutes, we've seen like the full spectrum of Godzilla's powers. Up close too, as close as you can actually get to this. So that's it from our friends at the Hotel Gracery in Shinjuku. Godzilla was great to have outside the window, but I'm not sure I could do many nights there. But overall, really fun experience. Lots of themes too. I love how they really delved into the Godzilla theme. So let's move on to the next spot that's also gonna be in Tokyo, because I have a feeling it's gonna get even crazier. We are currently at the Excel Hotel in Tokyo. It's at the Haneda Airport, and the reason why it's at an airport is because this hotel is airport themed. More specifically, our hotel room is an actual airplane cockpit. Don't believe me? Well, we're about to go inside right now, because this might just be the craziest hotel room I've ever seen in my life. Let's go. All right, so 4227 is our room. 4239. Okay, 4227. Oh my gosh. All right, I can hear it. Are you ready for this? At the Haneda Excel Hotel in Tokyo, look what you actually get in your room. This theme is insane. We're at the airport and look what you're about to see. I hope it's as cool as the pictures. It's so loud. Oh my gosh. All right. Little sneak peek, but let me put the lights on. Bruh, that is actually insane. Oh my gosh. Okay, take a look at this. This is inside of the hotel room of the cockpit suite, a literal cockpit from an ANA plane. This is a luxury flight simulator. So literally in the hotel room, I mean, like, look, this is just 2 beds, and then right next to it, where there's typically a desk, I'd guess, or something like that, we have an entire flight simulator in which I think you can go inside as well and just like look at the cockpit. I'm pretty sure this was part of of like some 15th or 20th anniversary thing in which they collab with the hotel. And since we were literally right outside of the airport, I'm sure you could even see inside of the airport if we roll these windows up. There's the terminal with the gates. They decided to tie the entire theme together and just give one of the rooms this luxury flight simulator. I mean, this thing is just so cool. I want to go inside because these things are apparently hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, because they train most pilots nowadays with these. These simulators are literally like actual cockpits, and then what you see is pretty close to the realistic thing, obviously minus the risk and stuff. All right, guys, we are officially inside of the cockpit. I don't know if this is one for one size, but I have to like crouch to go in here. I mean, I know I'm pretty tall, but the fact that I have to crouch just to even get to the pilot seat is pretty crazy. I mean, this thing, like, there are so many buttons. It is an absurd amount of controls. I'm not sure how any pilot does this. If you're a pilot, shout out to you because you must be a genius. These buttons, like, comes out of like a science fiction movie. Like, it makes no sense, half these buttons. I was trying to have a read and I can understand a single thing. There's all these levers here. This is the flap. I kind of know what that means. You take off apparently using this. This, I guess, is how you steer, but apparently also a lot of it is automated nowadays. So the flight path is kind of like predetermined, and then air traffic control controls some things. So I don't know exactly how it all ties together, but this just makes me respect pilots even more than I already did because there's so many different things on here that I didn't even realize. This panel right here seems to be accessible for the pilot and co-pilot, so it's something shared. I don't know exactly the role of the co-pilot and what they're supposed to do. I don't want to sit down because I don't want to mess up with the configuration of this thing because I want to leave it kind of how I found it, but all I know is I'm in shock. And if you look out there, that's where I'll be sleeping. So the flight itself that's kind of playing on this screen, I mean, you're not able to control it. It's kind of just like a video that's playing, but it's basically flying from the Tokyo Haneda airport. You're able to like lift off, take off, and then I think it just kind of circles and comes back to the airport. But nonetheless, I mean, it's a really cool, maybe like 180-degree view of the entire thing in front of you. And it looks pretty solid. It's probably close to what I imagine Google Flight Simulator looks like. But if you've ever thought that if you were in an emergency, you could figure out how to land a plane, I guarantee you couldn't. After looking at this, unless planes became a lot more simplified, which I don't think they have, there is no shot a random person can land a plane. Shout out to the pilots, shout out to this hotel, time to get some sleep. I mean, this is the best white noise you could possibly get, and then I have to catch a flight tomorrow, actually with this same airlines. Maybe I'll try to talk to the pilot and I'll say, hey look, I know exactly what you're doing in there, even though I have no idea. This next themed hotel we're at is called the Book Hotel, and we have a room called the Manga Art Room, so let's go inside and see what this looks like, because apparently it's all book and manga themed, which is pretty exciting. So we're staying on the 12th floor, which is the Manga Art Room, but every floor is themed, so there's a different sort of like book theme on each floor. So let's go ahead and try Boom Business first. So this is the book business floor on the 11th floor, which is right below us. So I'm guessing all the books and manga here have to do with business. Like look, ChatGPT book. And look at that, there's even a YouTube book. Wait, let me see if I could learn anything about YouTube from it. What are the odds there's like a mention of Mr. Beast or something in here? Okay, I can't read a word in this, but let's just go ahead and assume, okay, 10, Google by YouTube. All right, if somebody could translate this, let me know if it talks about me and or like Mr. Beast or like a big YouTuber. I'm sure it has nothing to do, it probably has to do with like when Google purchased YouTube, but who knows. So that was Boom Business. Now we're going to Feeling Like Crying, because I want to see ultimately what those books look like. See if there's any real tear jerkers here. All right, so this is the crying floor. So let's see the books here and see what we're met with. Oh, that just looks sad. You just have a guy playing violin with like some mythical creature behind him, then a cat looking out the window. I mean, how sad is that? Over here, maybe there's some, oh yeah, family looking out in the distance. That's like, I can only go off of the cover art because I can't read anything, but they definitely look a little bit sad. I'm sure I'd be jerking tears. Sounds weird. All right, now we're gonna head up though to the 12th floor and see the manga art room for ourselves, where we're staying. Okay, so here's our room, 1202. I wonder if that has like any literary significance. Oh, this is pretty cool. So yeah, this is the black and white room. So everything you see is basically black and white outside of the books, because they obviously will have some color because we're not living in 1930. But let's peek around. All right, so when you walk in, you're immediately met actually with the bed area. So the bed is like under the walls, which is a kind of interesting spot. Very cozy down there. There's 2 sets of pajamas. This is what they look like. They're a really nice like waffle knit pajama. And then on theme with the black and white, you have a black and white picture framed in gold, and then a bed with no frame. So very simplistic, very minimalistic here. And then they even give you some slippers to go in. And of course, those are black. And I made sure to dress the part, so I am all in black and white, of course. Otherwise, actually, they don't let you in, interestingly. So even Michael is wearing white and black because that was required. Now, if you don't know what manga is, it's basically like the book form of anime. So it's like illustrative books in Japan, effectively. And so some of the most popular ones, I mean, I'll see if I see any that I know. I'm not like super deep into the manga world. Like right now, I don't see a single one that I know, but I'm sure all of these are super popular here in Japan. Let's go over here. Maybe there's some more familiarity. All right, I mean, this is a book lover's dream. Like if you're somebody who just enjoys the getaway, you wanna come to Japan and just like eat up books, this is a great room. I'm sure they maybe have some of these in the United States, but a dedicated black and white book room is definitely unique, I'd say, to Japan. Yeah, I don't know any of this stuff, but let's go ahead and look at this because it has some really cool food art on it. And you read books backwards in Japan. So you start here. And yeah, if you could read this, I mean, I'm sure you're having a good time. The art looks fun and you have unlimited options. Now you can even go upstairs here. I think so, because there's paw prints. And there's actually, I think the main bed is this one up here. So when you get up here, you'll find another bed with 2 sets of pajamas and I'm pretty sure the same art on the wall. So this may be the main bed area. I think down there is like, if you're staying with 4 people, you could have 2 more people living kind of down there. And this is what we got up here. I think some more familiar anime and manga. It's like Spy Family, which is an extremely popular one in the West. And then even one of my personal favorites, JoJo's as well. We have a JoJo's manga, which I'm actually really surprised this is up here. I thought it was like shunned from Japanese culture. Goated though. I would definitely be reading that one. And it's not just a room because there's a lot of other interesting things. Like there is a full-on sauna in the bathroom, so let's take a look at that. Something that you wouldn't think pairs with like book lovers. Book lovers and saunas. It's kind of like colliding 2 different worlds. So if you step into here, nice bathroom, right? And then a sauna room. I mean, how often are you getting a sauna to yourself? Like this is some next level Airbnb stuff. Like you can just come in here, turn it on, and then they even give you the little ladle so you can like get more steam. I'm not gonna turn this on, but something else they have that's cool is they have the timer here so you know if you've been in too long, and then they also have a clock that tells you the temperature, sort of like a barometer for the temperature. And then the rest of the bathroom, you have the sink area here with some toiletries, towels, and then you have the actual toilet over there. And since we're in Japan, it's complete with the full-on bidet. And you even get yourself a little balcony here. So if we walk out here, you can even do some light reading out here and look at the beautiful city of Tokyo. But that's it for this themed hotel, the Book Hotel in Tokyo, and we are in the manga art room, black and white. Very cool overall. I'm glad I'm here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some light reading of 2 of my favorite manga that I just picked up randomly, and then I'm gonna get out of here. This next themed hotel we're at is called the Henna Hotel in Tokyo, and it's famous for having robot attendants. Some of the hotels have dinosaur attendants, some have human attendants, some just have pure robot and AI. I'm not sure which one this has, so we're gonna go inside and check it out. Also, interestingly, this hotel is the Guinness World Record holder for having the most themed rooms, and you don't know which one you're gonna get. So I went ahead and booked a standard room, and I have no idea what I'm gonna get. You could also get unlucky and have no theme, so we're gonna figure out what happens. All right, let's take it inside. Oh my gosh, it's actual robots for check-in. So we have the human robots, it looks like, and they're wearing like pilot hats, I think. And what's cool is that they're themed. So right now it's November and they're themed with like leaves, apples, and then all around. All right, so I don't know if they talk. They are kind of like looking at me. I feel like when I move, she moves with me. Very uncanny, but I am gonna go ahead and just check in. Okay, she's saying something to me, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. Again, it reiterates that I kind of like feel weird putting my hand past because she can like bite it or something or swat it. I'm like 90% sure that's a real person. I don't want to go too far in though. All right, let me go ahead and check in first. I swear she has human eyes. All right, so just like that, I got my room card and I think we're good to go. I also noticed that they have a webcam right here that I think is picking up on some of my cues. All right, let's head to our room though. I wanna see which theme we got. Bye, arigato gozaimasu. So as I was saying before, there's different versions of the robots at the front desk. So there's the dinosaurs one like you see here. We have the real humans, but they also have like these robots that check you in, and then sometimes even like video game characters. All right, let's see what theme we have though. Take a guess. Right now, place your bet. What themed room do we have? I think maybe Disney. No way. Are you serious? Bruh. What are the actual odds in the Guinness World Record hotel for the most themed rooms? We get an unthemed room. I think there's like more themed rooms than unthemed rooms, and this is what we get. Unless it's the LG room, because I have an LG styler in here. What is that? So it looks like I'm able to like iron my clothes by just hanging them up. I guess that's cool. But are you serious? Wait, what is this? Pants crease care easy ironing system. All right, I must say that is kind of cool. So it must just like use heat to, I guess, style your clothes and get rid of those wrinkles. Maybe the theme is out the window. So maybe similar to the Hotel Gracery in Shinjuku with Godzilla. Maybe we're about to see something out the window. All right, so it wasn't that. Maybe something down below here. Ooh, it could be the Domino's room because they're promoting Japanese Domino's to me. But that can't be it. What about this? Why is there just a ladder here? You know what? This might be like the clothes room because I have just random hangers, I have a shoehorn, and then I have a style machine that basically like unwrinkles your clothes. Let's see the bathroom. Maybe there's more clues in here. It has to have a theme or not. Wow, this is a real disappointment. I mean, the robot's really cool and the thought of maybe getting one of those cool themed rooms was cool, but then the actual room itself is terrible. All right, let me check the TV. So these are the two lovely ladies at the front desk. LG Styler, what, can I control it through here? All right, this is just Japanese instructions on how to use it. I might as well try it. If this is the theme of the room, I'll just put my jacket in. I can be convinced. This may be the best themed room yet if this works. Here's my jacket, shut it, press start. I don't know what this means, so start. All right, and now in, I think 2 minutes, if that's 2 hours, that's crazy, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 minutes, and I'm going to have a completely new shirt or jacket. Okay, we should be approaching the halfway mark, so this should go down to 1 minute soon. Although maybe it won't change, maybe it's... This is a 2-hour cycle. Okay, let's open it. That's what it's doing? I just exposed it. You're telling me the LG Styler, I don't know how expensive it is, put it up on screen right here. I just caught it in the act. That's what it does. To decrease pants and shirts and jackets, it just moves it back and forth. It oscillates it. What a waste of money, what a scam. I caught it in the act. We saw that, right? Let's play that back. This is the scam theme, I guess, is this entire thing. The LG Styler, what a waste of money. I didn't even buy this thing and I feel scammed. All right, I'm getting out of here. This themed hotel outside of the downstairs is terrible, but the downstairs is really cool. I do like those girls. Shout out to those girls. I didn't get your name, but you know where to find me. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. Let me know which one of these themed hotels was your favorite. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, be sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe, and we'll be out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.